What's going on, everyone? Alex here, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Today's video, we are talking about why I sold off the Canon R5. I know I gained a lot of subscribers with the content for my R5, and don't get me wrong, I love that camera. The R5 was an amazing camera, and it still is an amazing camera. So if you have it, there's no need to like sell it off or anything like that. But for me, I sold it off because I didn't have it for very long and I was already having issues with it. I kept getting an error code on the camera that was in relation to the shutter, which blew my mind. I don't really abuse my cameras, so for me that was kind of a big letdown. And ultimately I wasn't happy with the fact that it was already kind of starting to fail me. And also another reason that I was not really happy with it is the video quality. The video quality of the R5 over time definitely leaves more to be desired. It's not terrible, but it's just not great, especially after getting to play around with my friend's Sony FX3. We shot a short film last year. I'll link it right up here. That camera blew me away with the image quality for the video portion of it. Given it is a cinema camera, but it's kind of, you know, in my eyes, it's kind of also a mirrorless camera in a sense, but that camera is pretty awesome. But I know what you guys are thinking, did you go ahead and get an FX3? What do you have now if you don't have the R5? Well, I have the Canon EOS R. Yeah, I went back to the Canon EOS R. This camera is what basically started this YouTube channel with. It's a great little camera. The stills from it have always been fantastic. That's basically kind of what I built my career on, was this R, and the stills from it are just phenomenal. The video quality is definitely, you know, it's not something that I'm happy with, but for this portion of it, I'm just using it for stills. I have a cinema camera, I have the Pocket 6K, and what's filming me right now is a DSLR, so I'm really kind of all over the place with cameras at the moment. And I know in my last video, I talked about, you know, I picked up a Canon C300 Mark II, and I did say that I think it is, it's gonna be a good buy, a good camera. Boy, was I wrong. I sold that camera so fast. I used it on a couple jobs. The autofocus from that camera is abysmal. It's trash. It's just wild. I had talking head things like this, and you know, the face tracking just wasn't finding a face. So that, you know, right there was just like, no, I'm done. I'm not gonna have this camera. If I'm just gonna pull manual focus, I might as well just stick with my Pocket 6K, keep rocking that. And then, you know, for stills, I'm gonna be using the, you know, R, and then on this camera, I'm gonna be shooting my YouTube talking head stuff. So I kind of went back in time. The setup I have right now is just, I like it. I like the fact that it's easy to set up. It's not too crazy. I'm actually recording this right now with my Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. That's again how I started this channel, and I just kind of missed the ease of setup for YouTube videos, and I just kind of miss doing these videos. But the last couple videos, I was really kind of setting everything up. Like, I do have a light and everything right now lighting me, but I just wasn't getting joy out of the cameras I was using. I wasn't getting joy out of setting all these things up, you know, setting a boom mic up, setting, you know, the XLR cables plugged into, you know, my camera, and it got to a point where I was by the time I was done setting up, I was like, I don't want to shoot a YouTube video anymore. So right now I currently have, you know, my Rode VideoMic Pro Plus kind of on an arm pointed out to me, and it's doing the job, you know, and it did the job back when I started this channel. So, you know, it's those things that really kind of started getting to me, and I just kind of started thinking, I just don't need the latest and greatest stuff. And I've kind of gotten into getting older gear and making great stuff with it. With the knowledge I know now, you know, back then I would like covet like all this new gear, and I was like, the new cameras, this, that is gonna make me a better filmmaker, a better photographer. But obviously that's not the case. And so with learning everything I've learned now, it's like, man, the camera equipment that we have had in the last like 10 years has been great, and it still is great. And that's why I'm trying to jump back into YouTube, just to show you guys you don't need the latest and greatest. And if that's something that you guys are interested in, then please consider subscribing, because in the next couple videos I'll definitely have some older bits of gear that I think you guys will like, especially one in particular I consider the GOAT of DSLR cameras. And don't get me wrong, there are definitely still things that suck about the R. First off, the touch bar. The touch bar is atrocious. We all know it. We all hate it. And then the fact that there's no scroll wheel. Yeah, I'm definitely kind of missing that. But the sole purpose of me getting this camera again was the fact that I enjoy the stills of it. The size of it is still relatively small, definitely compared to the R5. I kind of forgot how small the R was. And you know, not to mention, it takes fantastic photos to this day. And it's a 33 megapixel sensor. I'm pretty sure it's the same sensor in the 5D Mark IV, which again, a great camera. You still can take amazing photos on that camera. But yeah, it's just this camera, I don't know, man. There's just something about it that I love. The tactility of it. It still feels good in the hands. You know, the shutter sound is pretty good. Yeah, I like that. I like that sound. And with that said, it all comes down to the image. And the image quality from the R still holds up to this day. Don't get me wrong, the R5 is brand new, newer sensor, newer autofocus features. It's a great camera. But with the R, I'm excited to just kind of slow down again, look at the composition, get the shot. That's all that matters, is just going out and shooting and having fun with it. Well guys, that does it for me on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you aren't already. Tap that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Till next time, shoot to create.